Hello, my beautiful, darling Cancer babies. I hope everybody is safe, happy, healthy, and doing well. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Gina. This is a Cancerian only channel. Cross watchers are welcome. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when my readings post. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do in-depth love readings, singles readings, and I do 3-question readings. Pricing for that is below. Please be sure to join the channel membership. I do Cancer versus each individual zodiac sign. So you get 12 readings a week on the membership side, and those readings go out every Monday. Please post a positive affirmation or something that you're grateful for in the comment section below with a green heart. And you guys already know I love and appreciate each and every one of you. All right, my babies, let's get popping. Let's see what we have here for Cancer, please. Spirit, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, please. Holy Spirit, angel spirits, and guides. Okay, so we've got sex secret. We've got resentful. We've got open. And we've got obsessed. And shady. So Cancer, you're dealing with somebody that is in the closet. This is someone that's bisexual or they are gay. And this is somebody that basically lives an extremely miserable life because they're not living in their true, self. And I feel like this is somebody that wants to open up about who they are. I feel like Cancer, you are just stuck on the fact that this person is hiding something. And many of you may think that this person is a cheater. They're not. They are just not living in their true, you know what I'm saying? They're not living up to their true self. You know what I'm saying? This person feels like, they're hoping that one day it'll just stop, that they won't feel the way they feel. This is someone that wants to be loyal in their connections, but they can't. They get seduced by the same sex. So this is someone that uses their relationships for material gain or whatever they can get out of it. But when it comes down to sex, they get tempted by the same sex. They want to be loyal in their connections, but they get tempted. This is someone with anger issues. This is somebody that gets very resentful. They get very nasty. They get very abusive. And that's because they're living, you know what I'm saying? That this is super specific, guys. But this is someone that they get very abusive. They come across as a cheater. They come across as a gold digger. They come across as a really bad person. But in reality, they're just a very miserable person because they're not living in their true skin. They're not living in their true, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Hermit, Virgo energy. We have the Three of Swords. And we've got the Strength card, Leo energy. You see, this is someone that tries to control their wants, their needs, their desires. They try, but they can't. And they cheat constantly. Yeah, see, Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. They cheat constantly because they're not being satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Four of Cups and we've got the Five of Wands. This is someone that ends up, constantly fighting with their partner. You and this person may have constantly been fighting where you think that this person is cheating, but that's not the case. I mean, they are cheating, but not with who and what you think they're cheating with. They're cheating because with the Four of Cups, they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied with the opposite sex. Tell me about the Hermit and the Page of Cups with the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is someone that talks to God and asks God to heal them. They feel like being gay or being bisexual is a sin, or they just don't want. This is someone that feels disgusted with themselves because of their sexual preferences, which is ridiculous. We live in a day and age where people are accepted. I mean, never has there been a time where you can just live more in your true skin. But for some reason, I don't know if this person was maybe like raised in a religion where that's not acceptable, or, you know, their father or their mother just are not accepting of these things. This is someone that talks to God and prays for God to heal them, to fix it within them. This is somebody that with the Emperor and the Chariot and the Queen of Cups, Cancer, they came towards you in this. Wow, so Cancer, I don't know what the hell just happened, but the whole video my whole computer just went bloop. Someone here doesn't want you to hear this message. They do not want you to hear this message, Cancer. They don't want you to hear it. This is someone that really wants to keep this a secret. They don't want anyone knowing. They don't want anyone to know this. They're coming towards you in this strong masculine energy. But with the Three of Swords, Cancer, this person is going to break your heart. This is someone that with the Strength card and the Hanged Man, they try going long periods of time with not relieving themselves or satisfying themselves with someone of the same sex. But then, you know, after a while, they just can't see. We've got the Queen of Swords here and the Ten of Pentacles. They try to focus on money. They try to focus on the benefits of being with someone of the opposite sex. Like, okay, you know, I may not be attracted to Cancer because Cancer's of the opposite sex, but at least Cancer has money. At least I can build a life with Cancer, this, and that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they try to focus on the positives. But the problem is with the Three of Wands here and the Seven of Swords, Cancer, this person is constantly yearning. They're yearning to be with someone of the same sex. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This is someone that fantasizes about someone of the same sex. They fantasize about people of the same sex. Tell me about this Four of Cups for Cancer and the Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. You're trying to understand why. Why don't you touch me? Why don't you want to have sex with me? Why do I feel rejected by you? Why do I feel like you don't like me? You know, you're trying to understand why, and it stresses this person out because like they want to play the perfect role. They don't want you to be suspicious. They don't. They don't want you to be suspicious, but you are. With the Five of Wands here and the King of Swords, you're investigating, accusing, asking questions, thinking that there's a Queen of Wands in the picture, thinking that this person, you know what I'm saying, wants to go entertain other, you know, females or men or whatever, but they are cheating, but they're not cheating with who you think they're cheating with. It's always sad when you see these situations. This is someone that literally begs God to heal them, begs God to take this away. They were raised in an environment where this just simply is not accepted. They were raised in an environment where this is just not accepted, and that, you know, living in their true self, living in their truth is just something that it's not an option for them. It's not an option. But this is why they come across, like, if you're in a relationship and you have ever said to yourself, like, man, this person hates me. Like, they literally hate me. If you've ever felt that way about your person, like, I don't know what I ever did to this person, but they just want to hurt me. They want to hurt my life. They literally can't stand me. If you've ever sat in that energy, then this is why. This is why. It's not you, Cancer. It's not anything that you're doing wrong. It's just, you know, this person has so much misery and angst and upset inside of them that it just comes out on you. They just take it out on you. All right, tell me about Cancer. Tell me more about Cancer, please. Tell me more about Cancer. We've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Lover's card, and we've got the Two of Swords. So Cancer, you're investigating. You're trying to figure out if this person's cheating. What are they doing behind your back? You're trying to get into places that you're locked out of, like their phone, their email. You're trying to find out what the problem is and cut it out of the picture. What you're going to end up finding, Cancer, oh gosh. King of Wands, King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You're going to end up finding porn, gay porn, of like multiple people, like gang, like orgies of like all men. You're going to find porn where like there's like 3 men fucking each other or 3 women fucking each other. I have to be honest, I'm not usually gender specific on my readings, but I think that we're talking about a man here. I have to be honest. I think that Cancer, that's what you're going to find. You're going to find porn with 3 men having sex with each other. Or you may actually find a video of your person in bed with 2 other men. Ooh, my Atlanta, tell me about the Page of Swords and the Justice card, Libra energy, and the 9 of Cups. You know you're right. You know you're right. You know they're cheating. You know something isn't right, and you're going to find out what it is. With the Lover's card and the Hierophant here, you could be married to this person. You could be in a high level of commitment with this person. And what you want to do is just prove that they're cheating so that they're caught, and you could cut the third party out of the picture and save your marriage, save your family, save your relationship. But I don't think that's the case. I think with what you end up finding, Cancer, with the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Tower, it's going to be so shocking that you're not saving shit. You're done. You're going to end up going on your own. You're just not because, how do I want to put it? Not because you have a problem with gay people or anything like that. It's just, obviously you're not into women or men or whatever the case may be. You're literally, you know, you're wanting to swing for the other team. Cancer, you're going to find a threesome here. Your person you're going to find your person in bed with 2 people of the same sex. That's what you're finding out here. Page of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah. Cancer, some of you could have children with this person. Some of you may, be married to them. Some of you may have, planned a whole future with this person, and that's over. It is over. With the Page of Wands here, I think that you're realizing that this person is in your connection as a page. They show up on video as a king. Like, that is the type of people they want to be committed to, is over there. With you, it's just a Page of Wands. They just kind of show up, and that's it. Some of you may have to explain to a child, what's going on. Yeah, this is a super specific reading. Seven of Cups and the Four of Wands with the Seven of Swords. You're realizing that your whole marriage, your whole relationship, the whole time that you've been with this person, it has been a lie. It has been a scam. It has been a sham. It is a sham, scam, whatever. Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You knew something was wrong, but you didn't expect it to be this wrong. You didn't expect it to be to this level. Six of Swords and the Death card. Yeah, Cancer, it's over. This is over. Well, I'm sorry to make this so short and quick and to the point, Cancer, but this was a super specific reading. Super specific reading. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do all 12 signs. Spirit, tell me about Cancer and all 12 signs, please. Tell me about Cancer and all 12 signs, please. Aries to Pisces. Tell me about Cancer and all 12 signs, please. Aries to Pisces, please. Tell me about Cancer and all 12 signs, Aries to Pisces. Okay, if we're dealing with an Aries, we've got the Devil and the Queen of Swords. There is someone here that is accusing and they're not trusting. So that might be you or them. I don't know. If we're dealing with a Taurus, someone here is still stalking. If we're dealing with a Gemini, apology not accepted. If we're dealing with a Cancer, this is somebody that's entertaining a third party. If we're dealing with a Leo, somebody's magic is being blocked or stopped here. If we're dealing with a Virgo, this is an ex that is staying single because they can't get over you. If we're dealing with a Libra, this is someone that's cheating with someone in the workplace or at the gym. If we're dealing with a Scorpio, a very shocking truth may come out. If we're dealing with a Sagittarius, this Sagittarius is just busy. They're not cheating. They're not ignoring you. This is a Sagittarius that just has a lot of responsibilities and they're busy. If we're dealing with a Capricorn, this person's walking away. It's over. If we're dealing with an Aquarius, this person wants to reconcile. And if we're dealing with a Pisces, this person's coming back with a huge apology because they're having tremendous amounts of regret for what they did. They could be buying you something very expensive. All right, guys, that is what I got for you. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Take care, my babies.